What's up, homies? Let's talk about low impact skateboarding. Oh, what a beautiful trend this was. It doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry. If you don't know, low impact skateboarding is not gonna make you pro anymore. There's about two people left, and they've even had videos against each other that have the right to be low impact skateboarders. Rodney Mullen, Daewon Song, and leave it alone after that. Daewon Song, I wouldn't say is a totally low impact skateboarder, by the way. Some of his shit is really scary if you've gone to some of the spots, like that one where he goes underneath the freeway and comes up and does like a nose grind and then comes down. That spot's gone now, but it used to be down the street from my house. Scary as shit. We used to look at that fucking shit our whole lives, wishing somebody could get up there and do a grind. And Daewon did it. I think it's in his Instagram, best of Instagram, something. Not exactly a low impact skateboarder, but most of his tricks are technical. So, where can we point to the origins of this? We always have to go back to Rodney, don't we? We do. Rodney, why are you a low impact skateboarder? Now, I have seen Rodney do one handrail before. Once. In a video part. I don't know, it was just like me. I had 3 handrails in my skate part. Maybe 4. But it was just to prove that I could do a handrail. If you could do a handrail, you could get sponsored back in the 90s. So, of course, I was ready to sack up. Actually, I wasn't. I was trying to make sure I could find handrails that were short enough and get enough speed so that if I was going to sack it on a handrail that I would go beyond the handrail. So I never did sack it. But handrails were the end all. If you did handrails, that meant you were not a low impact skateboarder, and everybody respected you as a Jamie Thomas type, Brad Staba type, somebody with balls, man. Somebody with balls they were ready to smash on a handrail. It meant you were basically walking over a bridge of alligators, right? I mean, you're risking your nuts. To make a skateboard trick, you have to be confident that you're not going to fail. And that's what skateboarding is all about, is moving beyond the fear and the pain and overcoming and becoming victorious, you know? But low impact skateboarders, they're taking the more cowardice route. You know, first, they want to tell you everything is switch stance. Oh, yes. That trick was switch. Hey, did you see that? I did that switch. Oh, you could do that? I do that switch. Okay. Let's be honest about the whole switch stance thing. Nobody cares that bad anymore. I mean, the only people still talking about some switch tricks somebody did is Tom Penny. Because he did them pretty much like the same either way and over the same distance stairs. I mean, let's be honest, not everybody is perfectly the same on their switch stance tricks. Usually they look a little wobbly or they look a little bit sterile, something. Richard Mulder is probably the last pro I would point to that got away with just being a switch stance pro. All his tricks were pretty much switch, low impact, ledges. I seen him at Chafee. He put in his time. He was there every day. And he probably quit like 5, 6, 7 years ago because, hey, let's be honest. Everybody's stepped up to handrails now. And nobody's going to give you a pro career. He had a pro career because Chocolate wanted to have a multifaceted team. Like, we have technical, we have scary, we have this, we have that. And low impact was not a glorious area anymore. I'll tell you what though, it did sell a lot of skateboards. We all pretended to really love some low impact skateboarder when we were in the 90s. And it was because we wanted to at least be able to land 2 or 3 tricks that you saw in a video. You're not going to be able to do handrails unless you sacked it a few times. or practiced low impact skating for long enough to like do one once in a while like I did. And that's my stance. A low impact skateboarder is basically just skating on ledges, curbs, flat ground. And Rodney Mullen was a freestyle skateboarder that only required flat ground. He had to move on to street skateboarding eventually. Well, freestyle just ended, okay? It just ended. So he took freestyle to smaller stuff, but got hyper technical. Not even super technical, hyper technical. And that's how he still gets away with it to this day. He still invents tricks. He still is a low impact skateboarder. And nobody's going to fuck with him. He twisted up his leg to where it wasn't working anymore. He like bent it back into shape. He like tore up the scar tissue and started relearning more tricks again. Serious dude.